In this video, I want to talk about some of the stuff that we'll be requiring for building our Amazon clone. Now, if you have seen our previous video, in our previous video, we have discussed about the tech stack, the features of customer application, the features of delivery app, and etc. In this video, I will be showing to you about how to open a new account on the following technologies that we'll be requiring. So first thing first, we shall be requiring Flutter to make our entire application. So you should be installing Flutter onto your Windows, Mac OS, Linux accordingly. You simply have to go to the following system if you haven't downloaded Flutter and download it for your local system. And once you have downloaded it, you can simply get the following Windows stable version of 2.5.3 and get into your own local system. Next up, after having the following Flutter SDK, the next thing we shall be requiring is Node.js. Now under our backend, if I show to our entire technology stack one more time, you can see under our technology stack, we shall be requiring Node.js, because Node.js shall be responsible for connecting everything, right? We shall be using TypeScript for writing Node.js code. We shall be using Express.js on top of Node.js and etc. Also, we shall be using NPM as our package manager, so we shall be requiring Node.js itself. So what we shall be doing, you can go to the following website of Node.js and you have to download the following Node.js module under your local system. You have to download it for the current version, so you can simply press over it and it will be automatically downloaded up. And once we have downloaded the following Node.js, what we have to do, we have to simply go under a local PC and simply press on properties if you are a Windows user. And under properties, you have to go under advanced system settings. And here, just a little bit. And under advanced system settings, we have to go under the following environment variables. And under the following environment variables, you have to go under path. And under the path, you have to add the following Node.js path. Right, you can see my Node.js path is under program file /Node.js. So you have to add the following path under your entire environment variable. Right, now once we have done that, let's move forward. Now for the e-commerce application, I will be using Postgres. So you should be getting the following Postgres under your local system accordingly. So you can go to the following URL, that is the website URL of PostgreSQL.organization, and you have to download Postgres for your local system. You can simply press your download button. It will reach us the following package installers. Under this, you can select your own local system. Mine one is Windows, so I will go with Windows. And under form of Windows, you can see it will be having the following versions. You simply have to go to the following thing of download the installer. And under the following thing, you have to download it for your local version. I will be selecting the following latest version, that is a version of 14. So you can simply press download and it will be getting navigated to the following screen. And from here, it will be automatically getting downloaded under a local system. Now I have already got Postgres under my local system, so I won't be downloading it one more time. Besides that, the second thing that you have to do, once the following PostgreSQL is installed, we have to add the following local path. Similarly, under the following environment variable of path, you have to add the following library and bin of the following PostgreSQL that you have installed. Right here you can see I got my program files, and under my program files I have PostgreSQL here up and ready, and also under the following folder of bin and also under a folder of library I have to add both of them under the following environment variables. Once you have added them, we are good to go. Now once you have added Postgres under your entire environment variable, you can simply open any of your following terminal. I can open a terminal for example. Under my terminal, you can see if I simply write here PSQL, you should be getting the following password for SS, that is your local system. But many of you might face an error after typing your master password here. So what we have to do, we have to simply write here PSQL underscore, that is hyphen capital U, and here simply write Postgres. Now Postgres is nothing but simply a master user, and the following password for the user of Postgres is nothing but the master password that you have entered. So you can simply write your master password here. So I will be simply entering my master password here. Just wait a little bit. Once you have entered the following master password, the following shell will be up and ready. So if you are facing issue after writing password for user access, try the following thing of PSQL hyphen capital U and the Postgres thing. And under this you have to write your master password. Once you have got that, you will be getting all of your tables up and ready. So right now you can see we have got our Postgres up and ready along with Node.js and Flutter. Once everything is installed from your database to your runtime environment to your front-end SDK, the fourth thing is about our entire server. We shall be using Heroku as a server for our database. So you have to create a new account on Heroku and that's it. Other than that, whatever thing shall be requiring, I will be telling to you on the day of the video. But you have to open a new account on Heroku and that's it for now. After that, if you have seen the following Notion that I explained yesterday, for the purpose of phone number, I will be using Twilio. So you have to create a new account on Twilio itself. So once you have reached the following website of twilio.com, you simply have to provide your phone number, your email address and all that stuff and create a new account. Once you will be getting a new account, you will be getting here account SID or token, also a demo phone number. You have to carry up both of these three things for carrying up authentication with phone number in Flutter. Now you shall be requiring Twilio account as well. So let's move forward for now. For testing our API that we shall be building, we shall be requiring Postman. Now many of you might use Thunder Client, which is an itself inbuilt extension under VS Code, but I generally love using Postman. The last thing that we shall be installing is about, that is we shall be requiring, is about Google Cloud. So you have to create a new Google Cloud account. So you shall be getting the following credentials of Maps. We shall be using Google Maps for navigating the user to his current location. Also we shall be using Places API and Autocomplete API for searching the locations. So you have to create a new account on Google Cloud, and also you can get a paid account or free account as well. Both of them are working. There is no issue in that. Once you have got Postgres, also once you have got NPM and Flutter, we are good to go. Now this is the complete list of technology that we shall be requiring. So make sure you have got all of them. Also for testing, once you have installed NPM or not, you can simply write here NPM. Once I write here NPM, the following shell will be up and ready. We shall be telling us that NPM is completely installed under a local system. So these are all the technologies that we shall be using under our Amazon clone. I don't want anyone to feel left behind. So I made this video purposely to get all of the things up and ready. Now if you might face any issue in installing the following stuff, you can comment down in the comment section of this video, or you can DM me on my Instagram, so I will be helping you. Because I want each and everyone who is watching this series genuinely shall excel the following Flutter and custom backend things. Now after that, if you are new to TypeScript, I recommend you to watch the following tutorial. Under this tutorial of TypeScript tutorial of entire crash course, I have explained everything that we shall be requiring. Here you can see I have explained all of the following stuff that we shall be requiring under TypeScript. So make sure you visit the following tutorial and get your hands clear with TypeScript. After that, if you don't know what is Node.js and how to use Node.js with Flutter, I recommend you watching the following series of Node.js basics with Flutter. In this series, I have explained everything about Node.js. Also, there is a small video of Heroku itself. So make sure you visit the following playlist. I will be adding the link of the following playlist under description box. You must check it out if you are new to Node.js. Because under the Amazon clone series, I will be also teaching about Node.js, but not at that extent. For detailed level explanation about what is Node.js, you should be visiting the following playlist. And last but not the least, if you want the latest updates about our Amazon clone, you should be definitely following me over to my Instagram. I daily upload new posts on my Instagram. Here you can see I got a new post of known as Consume REST API in Flutter. Under the following post, I have explained everything about how you can use REST API under Flutter application. So make sure you have been following me over to my Instagram. I daily upload new posts. So make sure you follow me here and also press the notification icon over all the posts. So with that said, I hope this video has helped you at some extent in installing some of the stuff. Now many of you might face some issue under installing Postgres, and if you feel any issue, you can comment down under description box or DM me onto my Instagram. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow in the first tutorial, that is actual tutorial of building backend of our Amazon clone. Have a good day.